Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk with Franklyn Quiteh from Bloomsburg University, the brand new Harlon Hill winner for Division II football. How's it going, Franklyn?
It's going well. How about yourself?
Things are going very well. Well, tell us about this weekend and how it turned out for you of getting this award, a great accomplishment for you, for your family, and, of course, for everyone at Bloomsburg University as well.
Yeah, well, this weekend turned out to be a great one. To go down to Alabama and spend another week in Florence and be treated well down there by the Muscle Shoals community. It was fantastic. And to, on Friday night, be announced as the 2013 recipient of the Harlon Hill Trophy was definitely an honor and something that I hold dearly to my heart. Two things have eluded me in my entire career, and that was a PTAC championship and the Harlon Hill Trophy. And to be able to do both in the same year is just a blessing. And I have my teammates, my family, and my closest supporters to thank for that, and I keep them on my mind all the time.
Franklyn Quiteh accomplished the Harlon Hill Award this weekend. What a great job! And Harlon Hill, it means so much. And another Bloomsburg guy won it a long time ago, and to keep that tradition going at Bloomsburg University football, what it represents. And you talk about the tradition in Bloomsburg, and you talk about some great coaching along the way. Tell us about your experience with the coaches at Bloomsburg.
My experience has been great. I felt like, in my opinion, I was being coached by some of the best coaches in the country. Coach McBride knows exactly what he's talking about. Coach Hale, he developed a system, and it's a proven scheme. It works, and to be able to be put in that tradition, to be a part of it, and to run the football for those guys in front of those offensive linemen, and just to be a Husky, it's just in and of itself an honor. And I've enjoyed my 5 years here, and I mean, it's something special, and I'm forever be a Bloomsburg Husky, and I'm going to hold that place near and dear to my heart.
We talk about success for Bloomsburg. Jari Evans heads to the NFL, becomes one of the highest paid linemen in the NFL. And there's some guys up front that could compete for an NFL roster spot this year, and including Franklyn Quiteh, who, you hope to be in the mix for that as well.
Absolutely. But like you said, those guys up front, Matt Fowler, Brian Clark, those are the guys who legitimately made my job a lot easier. They were on their jobs all the time. Them two, including Speck, combined for 130 starts. So they have a lot of chemistry between them, and having those big uglies up front makes my job a lot easier. And me, I'm obviously gonna make that push to make it to the next level, because if you ask any kid who's playing football, their dream is to obviously make it to the NFL. So I'm blessed to have the opportunity to make it to the next level. I'm just gonna continue to work hard and see what that takes me. Hopefully one scout and coach likes me, and I get the opportunity to play.
Franklyn, you get a chance to reflect back. It's been about a month now to reflect back at the season and look at all those records in your career and all that you accomplished. I'm sure you had a little bit of that reflection this weekend with them just spouting out all the stats that you accumulated at Bloomsburg University, and just incredible numbers that you were able to put up. And again, I know it's all about what you did as a team at Bloomsburg, but a whole lot has to go with a guy who had to fight through some toughness there, because there's you're feeling sore, you're running through stuff, your shoulders are sore, but you kept fighting through. You go out for a couple plays, you come back and you burst off for 50 yards.
Yeah, well, like I said, like you said earlier, I had a lot of time to reflect back on the season, all the records I've set, all the things that we were able to do this year, all the goals we were able to accomplish. It's just great memories I'm going to hold for the rest of my life. And like I said, like all my teammates, it's a testament to my team. It's all that we've accomplished is just testament to each other, because we worked hard in the off season. We set these goals, and we met them. We met those goals. Only one person at the end of the season is able to be happy, and that's the national champion. But we were happy with what we did. We put everything on the line. We left it all out in the field against Westchester, and it didn't turn out the way we wanted. But I mean, I'm just happy to be a part. I was just happy to be a part of this team. Happy to have the memories that I did. Happy to make the friends that I did, and it's just, like I said, overall blessing. 4 years ago, I made a decision to come to Bloomsburg, and if it feels right now, I'll do the same thing and go to Bloomsburg, because it's a great place to be, and I met a lot of great people here, and there's a lot of memories I'm going to hold for the rest of my life.
We're talking with Franklyn Quiteh here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Franklyn, you talk about your family near and dear to your heart. Talk about that support that you've received from them and the values that you got to turn out the way you've turned out to be a successful man on and off the field, and graduating from Bloomsburg University.
Yeah, well, both my parents, are college graduates. My mom, she graduated with honors along with my sister. So academics is huge in my family, and that's one thing that they really placed an emphasis on. They said you can play football, but at the end of the day, you're only going to have the degree to fall back on. So that's why I took school very seriously. And I used to watch my mom go to work, come back from home, go to sleep for 3 hours, and get back up and go work another shift. And that just taught me the value of hard work and how you're going to have to work your tail off to get what you want and get where you want in life. So, they certainly did help me out along with my dad and instilling that toughness in me. So, being a student athlete was not just, it wasn't a lifestyle to me. I wasn't a student athlete. I didn't consider myself a football player or someone who just played sports. I consider myself someone who's learning life lessons through the sport and having a great time with my teammates. So it's just overall, I have my parents to thank for all of this and just, provide me with some more perspective on life and just understand that football is a small part of your life and that you can take those lessons that can carry you on through the rest of your life. And I really do appreciate them for that.
Franklyn, how about the message to student athletes? There's a whole lot of seniors out there in high school right now. There's some juniors and sophomores looking ahead. Maybe the goals are Division I. Maybe the goals are, I want to be at this school. This is where I want to be. You got to be able to fit in at a school. You got to have the right fit, what works for you, what type of student athlete you are. And things worked out perfectly for you at Bloomsburg University in that sense. And trying to get that message to student athletes is, you got to make sure it's right.
There's two messages I would send to them. I would say find the school that fits you, that best fits you, and make sure you do your due diligence and do your homework and looking up that school. Make sure it has your major. Make sure it has the things that you like. Make sure you take visits because you don't want to get put into a position where you feel uncomfortable and you don't really have a great time. So that's one thing I had the luxury of doing. I took a visit, spoke to coaches, spoke to some students, and I got a positive vibe from all of them, and Bloomsburg was the right place for me. And second thing is, don't get caught up in the hype. I understand some people want to go to, big schools, Miami. They watch the big schools like Penn State and stuff like that. But, just because that school's on TV, just because that school, they're getting all the notoriety and publicity doesn't mean that scouts are not looking at other schools. They'll find you. If you can play the game, if you can do what you're supposed to do, they'll find you. And, it's only a matter of time. So make sure you work hard, find a school that fits you, and just have a goal and take baby steps to reach that goal. And that's the message I would send to them.
Harlon Hill winner Franklyn Quiteh here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, Franklyn, I know you want to give the NFL a shot. Tell us about the next couple of months, what you're going to be doing, where you're going to be, so you could get that opportunity to possibly be at the next level. Well,
I'm just getting through the agent hiring process, which is very hectic process, very busy process. But I'm blessed to be able to get through that. Well, I'm probably gonna train down in Miami with my fellow lineman Brian Clark. Me and him are gonna train in the same place. That way we know each other. We know people down there, and me and him are also playing in the same All-Star game, the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl out in LA. So we're gonna fly out there and hope meet some new people there, possibly network and get that whole experience, and then back to Miami to train some more for about 7 or 8 more weeks. And then, I'm thinking Bloomsburg's going to have a pro day, and we're going to just try to perform as best we can there and see where it takes us.
How much of that will be the odd couple, you and Clarkie, rooming up with each other in Miami?
Odd couple? Well, I think we're going to be all right together. I just hope that he's not your typical lineman and that, he's sloppy or something like that. I don't have to clean up. I can't say anything to him. He's kind of bigger than me.
Yeah, he can throw you around a little bit if he can catch you.
A little bit, So I just hope that he can hold his own and clean up his messes and stuff like that. But overall, we're going to have a good time down there and, pretty much just get to know the city of Miami and what it has to offer and just work hard and get better.
That'd be a great TV show, you and Clarkie in Miami, I'm sure.
Me and Clark paint the town of Miami. I like it.
Absolutely. Well, Brian Clark, hey, what a great job from him. And, of course, all the Bloomsburg linemen this year, but he was up for the Gene Upshaw Award. He finished third in that. You win the Harlon Hill Award. You guys both working to possibly see if you can make that stamp in the NFL. We wish you the best. Of course, have a great holiday season with your family. Franklyn Quiteh here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.
Hey, thank you. Merry Christmas.